If you want something badly enough, you'll find a way to make it happen. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. It's that simple. It's time to get back to work, stop talking and start doing. Minimize your time on social media. Eliminate distractions and return to the mental lab. Confidence and fear both come from believing in something that hasn't happened yet. At some point, you have to realize that you are choosing to be afraid. The less time between when you think something should be done and when it actually gets done, the more control you have over your life. If you can find just one thing and work hard at it, you'll discover that with time and effort, you can get good at anything. Discipline doesn't come from an outside source, it has to come from within you. That's what self discipline is. You'll try and you'll fail again and again, but eventually you will win. Many people wait for the perfect conditions to start, but they don't realize that starting is the perfect condition. Feeling tired is just a thought. You tell yourself you're tired, and you'll be tired. I don't get tired. It doesn't matter how hard you work, I am willing to work harder. Rest at the end, not in the middle. You have one life, don't settle for mediocrity. A life without challenges is just existence. Don't just exist, go live. We are not here just because of talent. We are here because of the 4 a.m. wake up calls, the 2 a day or 5 a day practices. We are here because we had a dream and we let nothing stand in our way. There's no excuse not to be the hardest worker in the room. Everyone is jealous of what you have, but no one is jealous of how you got it. The only real measure of intelligence is whether you get what you want out of life. There are two parts to this. First, knowing how to get what you want, and second, wanting the right things in the first place. Whenever I feel discouraged and think, why do I even bother? I remind myself that this is exactly where most people stop, and this is why they don't succeed. This is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beaten and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. This feeling of struggle is what hard feels like. This is why most people can't do it, but you can. There are two forms of pain, the pain that breaks you and the pain that changes you. The pain of progress isn't this momentary feeling of discomfort. The true pain is later in life, looking in the mirror and knowing you could have been more, filled with tears over the possibilities you let slip away. Your schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationships, your needs have to mean more than anything else. There are so many times in life when you don't want to be doing what you're doing, but you can't just quit. Remember this, it isn't a hobby, it isn't a joke, it's a lifestyle. So, what you tell yourself is important. There's no coach, no trainer to keep you going, it's only you. Think about this. You've been working your whole life to earn a seat at the table, a place where you're among the best in your field. So, you finally get that invitation. It's a big dinner with steak and lobster. Everyone is dressed to the nines. Make sure you show up soaking wet from your hard work, a towel around your neck. You respect the event, so you put that towel over the nice chair so you don't mess it up. The whole point is, don't say a word, remain uncommon among uncommon people. You are never done. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. If your definition of success is to give everything you have and to grow and learn along the way, whether you win or lose, you are setting yourself up for success. I truly believe that the biggest secret in life is to just go for it and not worry about failing at a single task. Instead, understand the big picture and your long-term goal. Know that if you keep moving forward and never quit, you will succeed in the end. We must constantly look at things differently. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. As Thoreau said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that fate. Never try to be better than someone else. Always learn from others and never stop trying to be the best you can be. That is within your control. If you get too caught up in and concerned with things you cannot control, it will negatively affect the things you can control. If you make the effort and do your best to improve your situation, that is success, and I don't think others can judge that. It's like the difference between character and reputation. Losers let things happen, winners make them happen. Losers see thunderstorms, winners see rainbows. Losers see icy streets, winners put on their ice skates. Losers take chances, winners make choices. It's all in the way you choose to think. Use your imagination. See yourself already in possession of the good you desire. That will shift your mind to a specific frequency, and you do think on frequencies. On that frequency, the good you desire will start moving toward you, and you will start moving toward it. If you want to attract what you truly want, you have to see yourself as already having it. Know that it's only a matter of time before you move toward it, and it moves toward you, and you become one with it. The truly philosophical person is the one who is in complete control of their own soul. They take full moral responsibility for their actions and are indifferent to everything else. This isn't because they don't care about others or the happiness of humanity, but because those things are not within their control. There is no use in wondering or worrying about what tomorrow will bring, since tomorrow is not under your control. Do what is right today and let tomorrow take care of itself. I tell people this all the time: there is no future in being cool. It's a trend, a fad that comes and goes, just like fast money. Fast money comes quickly and leaves even quicker. We are here for the long haul. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Short steps, long vision. There's a saying that if you do what you love, you will never work a day in your life. At Apple, I learned that is completely false. You will work harder than you ever thought possible, but the tools will feel light in your hands. Having a clue is overrated. There's a common misconception that people actually know what they're doing. I have spent time with some of the richest, smartest, and most successful people on the planet, and let me tell you, it's clueless people all the way to the top. Normalize saying, I don't have a clue, I'm going to figure out how to do it anyway. There are more possible games of chess than there are atoms in the universe. No one, not even the smartest person, could possibly predict them all. This means that the first move can feel terrifying. It's the point furthest from the end, with a virtually infinite sea of possibilities between you and the other side. But it also means that if you make a mistake, there is a nearly infinite number of ways to fix it. So, you should simply relax and play. You don't set a bar so high that it's impossible to reach. You look at a person and think, okay, they have this range of skill. Here's a challenge we can give them that exceeds their current level, but still gives them a reasonable probability of success. When someone says, I don't know how to start improving my life, the real answer might be that they're not aiming low enough. There's something you could do that you think is trivial, that would result in a real improvement, but it's not a big enough improvement for you. So you won't lower yourself enough to take the opportunity. We face adversity and pain head on, and we keep going. Our lives are made from the decisions we make from moment to moment. Champions are not born into success. They are created, they mature through struggle, and they achieve that championship status through hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. It's these daily decisions that make all the difference. Do we get up for that run or hit the snooze button? Do we push for that extra rep at the gym when our body is giving up? All these small choices are the inches that add up to be the difference between first place and a forgotten second place. When you find yourself crying later in life because you fell short, stop being so selfish. Look back at your day, examine it, put it under a microscope, and take responsibility for your actions. Those inches you needed to win are around you every single day. It's not a bad break or a bad call from a referee. It's about getting up and doing those little things, the small details of life. That's what makes the difference. If you're going to complain about falling short without first taking responsibility and looking at yourself, then you're a shallow person. The magic you're looking for in life is in the work you're avoiding. There's something you know you should be doing, whether it's working on yourself, losing weight, writing, or working on your career. The magic you're looking for is in the work you are avoiding. Think about that. Everybody wants to be a star. Everyone wants success and money. You have to work at it. Nothing that is worth anything is achieved without some effort. Anything worthwhile requires hard work. You know what you need to do, but it can be difficult, I know. Sometimes I just want to put on Netflix, Hulu, or Amazon and watch a movie, but I tell myself, I have to do this. So I go back and start to write. After about 10 minutes, the flow comes and I feel great, and that feeling stays with you. When you watch a movie instead of doing your work, that's called instant gratification. Every single one of you out there has exactly what you deserve. You might think that life is unfair or that you got a bad hand. But I'm here to tell you that life will give you exactly what you tolerate. If you have been tolerating mediocrity, being average, or this victim mentality, then you have exactly what you deserve. If you want something badly enough, you can't let anyone tell you that you can't do something, not even yourself. The biggest mistake a person can make right now, no matter the situation, is to give up. You might not reach the best version of yourself in this lifetime, but you can become a better version of yourself than you are right now. You want to be the one who says, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days when it doesn't feel right, I will push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is to build something. People give up right before they get what they have always wanted. I will not be the person who quit before I got what I wanted or what I felt I was supposed to have. You're not only winning when things are going your way. If you only did what you were supposed to do when you were motivated, that's leaving it to chance. But if you're disciplined, you go do what you are supposed to do. That's how it works. You can doubt the process, question your talent, be uncertain that you're making progress, feel like you're not working hard enough no matter how hard you work, never give yourself a break, fail to feel gratitude, be terrified of never reaching your goals, and still end up in a place you're 20. Your old self could not have imagined you'd ever reach. Self belief is overrated. Generate evidence. If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give today? We get one opportunity in life, one chance to lay our foundation and make a mark, leave your legacy, and it's found through effort. Wins and losses are common, but effort nobody can judge effort. It will be more difficult. It will require more effort on your part, but I can tell you this, when you do the hard things, you will have a happy and easy life. But if you constantly choose to take the easy path and compromise, you will have a hard life. If you're too scared to show up and you sit at home wondering, what if? No one will call you on that opportunity because you weren't present. Winners always show up. They are willing to lose in order to gain. As great as you are, as sharp as your skills are, they can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? People want the flame, but they don't want to touch the fire. You have to want it. You have to want to be better. It starts with having pride in yourself. You want it badly, so you are willing to put in the work and do things you don't want to do. That's what gives you the confidence to know how to push through. That's the mindset of a person who gets things done. Failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. Failure is a part of the process of becoming successful. A bird lands on a branch. Does the bird trust the branch, or does it trust its wings? I've seen many birds land on branches, but I've never seen a branch break and a bird fall and die. Trust your wings. If you get out of high school and don't know what to do, you start playing video games and get on social media. A day can slip by just like that. A day becomes a week becomes a month becomes a year, and before you know it, you're 30 and you've done nothing. My decision was to be the best person I could be. Some mornings I wake up and my feelings tell me to stay in bed, but I have to go beyond what I'm feeling. My knees were sore, but I wanted to run. There's so much more going on inside a man's head than you can imagine. He's carrying burdens you have no clue about, and he doesn't know how to express them. He doesn't know what to do about them. He thinks if he puts it out there and communicates it, he'll just be shot down, called a fool, or called weak. So, he carries it inside, and you have no idea the burdens and the hell that most men carry inside without showing it. I wish more women understood that. My father could have been a great comedian, but he didn't believe that was possible for him. so he made a conservative choice instead. He got a safe job as an accountant. When I was 12 years old, he was let go from that safe job. Our family had to do whatever we could to survive. I learned many great lessons from my father, not the least of which was that you can fail at what you don't want. So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love, but guess what happens? The alarm clock goes off at 4:00 a.m. To train, I don't want to be a SEAL today, or I don't want to be whatever today, I'll start tomorrow. And that's the usual pattern of people's lives. Until you truly want to do something, you're always going to be a talker. You won't find confidence in yourself if you're so busy trying to figure out what everyone around you thinks you ought to be. You'll never be able to make everyone around you happy. I'd like to share a very important secret I learned when I was about your age. Real power doesn't come to those who were born strongest, fastest, or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. I became the most obsessed person on the planet. I had to create a person who didn't exist. I had to create someone who could take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment. I had to build a callous mind, and I built it through suffering. You keep going to the next level. You will fail at the next level. You won't be doing anything at the next level. Here's the example. A person reaches a certain point and is beating most people. They think they've reached their peak. They have no idea that a higher level exists because there is fear. People tell you, oh my gosh, you're so amazing, you're so great, you believe it, but you're not there yet because you haven't reached your full capacity. The only true test of intelligence is if you get what you want out of life, and there are two parts to that. One is getting what you want so you know how to get it, and the second is wanting the right things, knowing what to want in the first place. There is no life hack to grow that thing. How do you grow it? Do it and do it and do it. That's the hack. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. Do you ever have a day where you just think, I can't be bothered to do anything? I'm not going for a run. I'm not stretching. I'm doing nothing. Every day. Yeah, so you have the thought, but you don't actually act on it every day. Do you ever let yourself have a day where you just watch Netflix? Never, because guess what? Netflix is garbage. I'm haunted by the thought of it. No, I can't do it. There may be some days I get up feeling bad and I'm like, man, what am I training for? I have no race scheduled. Why am I living this very structured life? Why? I think to myself, you know what? I'm good. I'm done. I retire every day. Yeah, I'm done with this. And then I sit around and I say, okay, and this is my thought process. So you want to be normal. So you just want to be like everyone else that roams the world, not knowing the power that's in them, being fine with being mediocre. You want to go back to who you were, huh? I have that conversation with myself every day. Well, not every day. It's on those bad days. Yeah, it's on those bad days. I see a whole bunch of people walking around out here who have no idea how talented they truly are. I'm talking about both God given talent and the talent you have to work on and hone. You have to harness yourself. And they just walk around on their phones, clueless to how powerful they really are.